on my screen so I can show those slides. Found it. Found the slides. I don't have the ability to show my screen. Oh, you are live. Okay, you can get started. Okay. All right. Well, I was just trying to figure out how to share my screen, but it's all good because we're going to jump right into it. Peace and blessings. My name is Lillian, and I'm super excited to be here today, instructing in, yeah, I know. It's my privacy settings in the back end that is not allowing me to do it. And I have to go through a complicated process to get it done. So it's fine. We're just gonna roll with it. So as I was saying, my name is Lillian. Super excited to be here with the Content School, being an instructor in the Content School. Really appreciate the space. I think it is amazing what LaShana has done here with the collaboration. And that definitely is a foundational principle that I believe is a driving force in business. Collaboration truly, truly, truly is the new currency. And so today we're going to be talking about sales systems behind your product-based business. And that leads me into the collaboration aspect. We're going to go into some different systems that uses collaboration to amplify sales, free up your time, and just gives you a wider reach when it comes to your business and your client base. So we're going to jump into it. But before we get into the meat of it all, I just wanted to introduce myself and just more about Content School because I am just one of many instructors. We have LaShana West, who is the curator and the founder of the Content School. She is a business therapist and a mindset coach who believes that everyone has a gift for the world. Creating content is a way to lean into your superpowers, and with support and clarity, anything is possible, and that is a fact. This space for me personally with Content School has definitely encouraged me to continue to do the uncomfortable things that I may have been procrastinating on or delaying taking certain steps. And so being in the space that's so rich with other entrepreneurs is it's really inspired me to continue to do the big, scary, messy stuff in business that helps to drive just more business. And so, yes, super excited. Check the replay uh, for the other instructors as well. If you are here on the replay, just drop a little heart, you know. But nonetheless, I'm excited. I'm excited. So we're gonna get into it. Let me pull up my notes. Let's go. So today we are going to be talking about selling your product-based business while creating more ease. We're going to talk about proven systems that actually work that I use myself. And yeah, as a mother of four, I have been very intentional and strategic with shaping my business to fit my lifestyle as a mother, as a woman with children, a single woman and a mother, and dealing with motherhood and being a provider and all of the complexities that go into business. I believe that moms, we have to do it different. And so over the years, I've been exploring, implementing, trying different things. And the one thing that I've seen that works for my businesses is collaboration. And there are a few different ways that you can create a system that will allow you to have collaboration kind of like on autopilot. So who am I though? I am a homeschool mama of four. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been building product-based businesses since 2015. I've launched a beverage company. I currently have a baby carrier company. And I've done all kinds of businesses in multi-level marketing. Um, you name it, I probably have done it. Cleaning businesses, but we're talking about product-based businesses today. So Yeah, I've been doing entrepreneurship for quite some time. So I've been able to see what works and what works with ease because building a business, especially as a woman, it can be very stressful and overwhelming if you are, maybe following some of the advice of people who don't necessarily have your same lifestyle or your same desires, in your lifestyle. So you may be implementing business in a particular type of way that might be resistant to what's actually needed for your true harmony, for harmony of it all. That's always been my objective is harmony. And so let's get into these systems. Um, we're gonna go into some actionable content. So you're gonna be leaving today with actual things that you can do today to implement today in your business. I'm gonna provide resources that you can use to implement and go ahead and get started. So let's talk about it. All right. So the problem most product-based business owners have. One is the hustle trap. So I know for me personally, when I first got into entrepreneurship, that's the only way that I knew. I literally come from a family of hustlers. Like, so having a product and pushing that product and just going to get it, that's something that was natural to me. But once I continued to have children and got a little older and had desires of wanting to travel more and do other things, I'm like, okay, how can I make this all work? And I believe in hustle. I definitely believe that you got to have some grit and you got to have some grind in you, but I'm definitely an advocate of working smarter and not harder. So implementing particular systems will help you to take that hustle energy, but to put it into a system that will amplify the results for you. So we're going to talk about, how to reverse that hustle trap mentality that happens. And then also inconsistent sales. When you're just pushing your business and your business is reliant exclusively on your energy, your likeness, your just you, it's going to be very, very challenging to sustain that particular system of business because you're just a person and you were made for more than your business. You were made to do so many different things in this life. And so we want our businesses to be fruitful and multiply, but we also want to have some flexibility to be able to do other things, whether it be charity or family or traveling or whatever that case may be for you. You want to be able to have that flexibility in your business to be able to do that. So that is one of the mistakes that business owners run into without having proper systems is inconsistent sales. And I've seen that myself in my businesses. And so what I'm sharing with you today is definitely I don't want to say, I guess it is tactics. I don't know. That word tactics for some reason sometimes have a negative connotation, but I guess it is tactics, business tactics that has allowed me to do business different, to work for my life as a single woman with children. Okay. And then also burnout. Burnout. Like when I know for me, when I first got into business, I was so just zealous and persistent and I had the tenacity, but burnout is real. And for me, the burnout happened and lasted for years. It took years for me to kind of gather myself back to get into entrepreneurship. I even went back to my 9 to 5 because when you are first time generation your first generation entrepreneur in your family, you're figuring everything out for yourself. You're trying to figure it out. You're looking for mentors. And even that is a trial process because not every mentor is the mentor for you. So you're figuring it out. And burnout happens real quick and it can happen very hard. So to avoid going down that road, I suggest you definitely get pen and paper so that you can take down some of these notes because I'll be giving you actual resources, names of apps and things like that that you can use. Okay, so, but what if I tell you that there's a way to sell more while working less using systems that successful entrepreneurs have used for decades? Um, so the first way that we're going to talk about, okay, is, well, first of all, there's two pillars to a successful system or a successful behind your product-based business, there are two pillars that's going to help you to be successful in that, and that is systems and people. So having the systems of sale, how are you attracting them and how are you converting them? The process from point A to point Z. What is that full process? That is your system. And then having people backing that system so that the results can be amplified, the marketing is amplified, the testimonials are amplified. And how do you collaborate the two, especially if you have a new product that's in the market, or if you don't necessarily have a network of people that you know right now today? How do you get people to believe in your product and become fans of your product and want to actually help you to promote your product? We're going to get into it. So, one of the first ways I definitely recommend is webinars. Um, Webinars is the tool to call in those people. And the way that you use webinars is you're going to teach and you're going to share and you're going to demo your product. You know, this is a way that you can turn others into your sales force. You can turn people into uh, a currency, the attention, the interest in your product, the belief in your product into a currency for your business. This tool, knowing how to do a proper webinar, can help you with not only just doing product demos, but also attracting your affiliate marketers. If you are in multi-level marketing and that's your product-based business, being able to host challenges, whether you're in multi-level marketing or not, hosting challenges so that you can galvanize the people around your product and what its use is, and sharing those results and sharing those testimonials with one another and creating that community is something that will absolutely amplify your business. So using webinars is a way to open that door. It's a way to get the people into understanding what it is that the problem that you're solving and the product that you have to offer. Okay, so for me personally, I've used webinars for my product-based business and my information business, and it's a skill that I believe is absolutely necessary because it not only does it build trust, but it educates. So when you teach people first, people naturally want to buy from you. You become the expert and not just another salesperson. You become somebody that the people want to look to for guidance because you're sharing your expertise, you're sharing your wisdom, and you're sharing it how it worked uniquely for you because what you have is not what's on the market. You have your own particular flavor, your own particular way, and you don't realize, but your voice, your story is what is going to actually be able to amplify your business. A lot of business owners hide behind their products. A lot of business owners are afraid to share their story. What brought you into wanting to launch this product? What was the pain point for you? Becoming vulnerable with the people and sharing your backstory. What does that look like? And so you're able to do all of that on webinars. It will convert warm leads. It'll convert a cold lead into a hot lead in 30 to 60 minutes. Literally, you're going to take someone from interested to invested in a single session, and that eliminates the long sales cycles. So when you have a product-based business, they always say in marketing that you have to uh you know sell to somebody 7 times before they actually decide to purchase or they actually decide to pay attention. Well, when you have the ability to host webinars or open up spaces like this, you're able to sell one to many, not just the post that might reach 40, 50, 60, 70 people who might like it, but it's not giving them the depth that really engages them and brings them in. You have to do that over and over and over again to actually garnish their interest. So webinars kind of cramp down that time space, and it's highly effective for product-based businesses doing demos, inviting industry professionals, your colleagues, those who can become affiliate marketers, being able to, pitch yourself for partnership, pitch yourself for just collaboration opportunities, highly effective. And so it's especially effective for like if you have a product that's like a bundle, it's like a system or something like that, or it's just like a high touch product, something that people have to really perhaps learn how to work with or appreciate the meaning of it or learning more about it, learning the history of it, however it may go, taking people more in depth about your product is a way to really get people invested into your product and becoming a long-term customers. So we talked about product demos, we talked about challenges. Um, these are some of the ways that you can sell through webinars so that you're not just selling through social media, but one to many, and not just selling your product, but also building community and collaboration opportunities. So we talked about product demos, challenges, and teaching classes. So with that, you can become the go-to expert in your field, teach the valuable skills related to your product. That is very, very important for your marketing and for your brand story, being able to really to unpack and share exactly what it is that your product does for the marketplace. So like I said, for me personally, I have been hosting spaces like this, just being authentically myself, sharing what it is that I offer and sharing the benefits of how it can help someone else. It has done a lot for me personally. So I highly encourage product-based businesses to entertain that way of selling, that sales system of webinars. So let me go ahead and go to my notes so we can move on to the next point. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and go into affiliate marketing and network marketing. So, as a product-based business, you can create your own product. So that could be a handmade product that you make yourself. You can have a manufacturer making it. You can be doing drop shipping with a company and you're selling their products and they're shipping it out for you. There's many different ways to start a product-based business. I personally highly recommend drop shipping or finding a manufacturer that's already manufacturing that particular product and you can private label because it's very, very challenging to have a full system when you're hand making your products. Of course, over time, you can get the fulfillment and get all of the things in place that you need to be able to run a sustainable business. But for many who's just starting out with a product-based business, perhaps you don't have the funding to get the fulfillment space and have the fulfillment team. Perhaps you're still having to pack and ship if that is a handmade in-person type of product. So I highly recommend drop ship products that's already made by a company that already is proven that they have the quality and going ahead and partnering with companies and manufacturers in that kind of way. So as a product-based business owner, you can have the any one of these options as your product. Um, but I want to talk about affiliate marketing because affiliate marketing is a little different from network marketing. Affiliate marketing is when you are connecting with people in your industry. So, for example, I have a baby carrier company. So, I have an affiliate marketing system where I could partner with doulas and midwives and birthing centers and lactation consultants. So whatever it is that you are doing, whatever it is that your product is in the industry that it serves, connect with those who that product can help them in their business. It can be an added value to their business. That is a way to get more people get your product in front of more people. Because why sell to 100 people when you can have 10 people sell to 100 people? If that makes sense. I'm gonna say that again. Why sell to 100 people when you can have 10 people sell to 100 people each. And so affiliate marketing is a very, very strong way to grow your business. But I highly recommend to host calls like this so that you can excite the people and get them really invested and involved in your product, so that they can feel inspired to share your product. And of course, it's not without reward, because with affiliate marketing, you will do a payout split. So what does that look like? That looks like if they refer your product, they'll have a link or some kind of way to track it, and there will be a kickback to them for your product. So it could be 10 to 30% per sale. And easy, easy. People will latch on to this because they don't have to do the shipping. You don't even have to do the shipping if you set up your system right, with drop shipping or with the manufacturer. And we'll get into how to find a manufacturer in just a minute that will ship products for you. So we'll get into that in just a second. But as far as having the system to have the consistent sales and to really grow your business and scale your business, this is the people aspect of it. So affiliate marketing is a tool and a way to have people get excited about your business and spread and refer and make more sales. Um, the next way, which I'm gonna just make this one short. The next way is brand collaborations, which I feel like if it's done very well, it can go very well for your product-based business. I know that a lot of times people usually when they first start marketing their product-based business, they start with their friends and family, and that's cool. Do that. Get as many people taking pictures with your product as absolutely humanly possible. But you also want to be strategic in your partnership. So looking up micro influencers in your particular niche, or even bloggers, people who have Pinterest boards, things like that. These are great places for product-based businesses to connect with influencers and bloggers and vloggers, and niche experts to share more about your product. Sending your product to them, letting them review your product, it literally is just a matter of sending a message to these influencers and individuals that would be strategic collaborations. With brand collaborations, you can also do bundles. So collaborating with other product-based businesses where your product complements their product and you bring them together to create a bundle. And now you have cross marketing. And so you're both marketing to your audiences. And so it's a beautiful thing when it's done well. Um, so let's keep going. Uh, Events is also another way to continue to partner and find people that you can partner with. But now I want to really get into the meat of things. I want to get into the meat of things because what I've been able to do in my product-based business is go from hand making my product to having a manufacturer. So now that you know how to get people on your side, how to get marketing, I would say just marketing partners on your side. Now we're going to talk about how to take manufacturing off of your hands. So if you're looking for a manufacturer, one, you can always Google. I was surprised to find that Google will show you some manufacturers in your local city. What you're going to do is you're going to contact them and you're going to tell them about your product, and you're going to see what they offer already and what they are able to make. A lot of manufacturers will make the sample for you. You can see what their quality is, and then you can use them. They will charge you a fee per product that they make. So if you're making clothes, if you're making, it could be anything. It could be journals. It could be anything. There are manufacturers and publishers and things for whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever you're selling. Connect with these people locally. Highly recommend. Now, previously, I say highly recommend locally just because of all the different laws that's changing with international shipping in the supply chain area. I originally was shipping my products from China. I found a manufacturer in China, but now I've pivoted to domestic because of all of the confusion and things that's happening with international business, with the tariffs and all those types of things. So having local is absolutely phenomenal. But if you aren't able to find anyone local, Alibaba is a great place to find international manufacturers. You can even search them by country. So if you want to just only do business with certain countries, you're able to look at that on Alibaba. Now, there are particular ways to find a manufacturer on Alibaba. First of all, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to interview them. Don't just choose any person or company on Alibaba that has a particular product and you're just ready to go with them. You want to get a sample. You want to ask if they offer samples, and then you also want to find a manufacturer that has a low MOQ, a minimum order quantity. So you want someone who will send two or three, not necessarily having to buy 100 or 1,000 just to get started. So find a supplier that has a low MOQ. And so these are questions that you'll ask them. So when you're going on Alibaba, you find the item that you like, you'll message them, you know, what is your shipping times? What is the shipping cost? And what is the MOQ? These are questions that you want to definitely make sure that you're asking them and get some clarity before you jump into business and start offering it to customers, because their shipping times can be months or 3 months, and or it could be a week or 2 weeks or a couple days. So it just depends on the particular company that you're partnering with for manufacturing purposes. But if you can find a local manufacturer, I highly recommend. And it's also a great marketing point with your business as well, is to share that you've gone local for whatever reasons, just showing that you're socially conscious um, about these types of things if you wanted to get into that, but that's a whole nother conversation. So we went into finding a manufacturer. We talked about how to get people invested in your business. And let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, I do have notes here about MLM because that is also a product-based business that offers drop shipping options. So for many entrepreneurs, especially like women entrepreneurs, I've seen that we've been very hands-on with our businesses, creating our own products, making our own butters and things like that. And that's absolutely great. But there are companies that offer very high quality products that you can become distributor. I don't know why I just got caught up on that. Distributor. You can become a distributor for a particular company. And I think MLM is great because when it's done right, it's literally a crash course on business. You get the mentors, and you already have the sales systems in place, and that puts you in position to really do more. So I do recommend MLM for product-based businesses, or new entrepreneurs that's looking to get into product-based businesses. Let me say that. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, so now we're going to talk about action steps. Action steps. How are you going to move forward with creating more ease, more systems, and getting more people involved in your business? So I have a few notes on what you can do over the next 4 weeks to get started. And what I've learned in my business is that it's a matter of implementing new ideas, fresh ideas, and measuring the results and continuing to refine yourself. So it's a long haul game. It is a marathon. This is not get rich quick advice, but it is work smarter, not harder, more fruitful results from your efforts advice. So we're going to go through these 4 weeks of actionable steps that you can take to get things going with your systems in your business. Um, okay. I just noticed, I just noticed I didn't share some of the apps. So I will share that right after this 4 weeks. I'll share the different apps that you can implement or integrate. You can integrate into your Shopify store to streamline your marketing and streamline uh, some of your business. So let's get into it. All right, hold on. Okay. So week one, choose your primary method. So we talked about a few different ways. We talked about MLM, we talked about affiliate marketing, and we also talked about a manufacturer. So choose your primary method on how you are going to push your products, essentially. Like, how are you going to take your hands off of having to do all of the things and being able to push it out and just push it out? How are you doing that? So assess your current resources and your comfort levels and see which way is best for you. Is it going the Alibaba way and finding products off of there? Is it going to be, I did not go into fulfillment centers like 3PL centers. I didn't go into that. Before we go into this 4 weeks, I have to share this because this is important. So not only do you have these ways of drop shipping with the companies, but you also have these centers like Saltbox, like warehouse space, where not only do they hold the inventory, but they also will pack and ship your products for you. So you have a full team that you can essentially hire on a contract basis. You're not having to hire on employees where you have to pay salaries and guarantee certain amount of hours a week. You can pay per package to be shipped from these particular facilities. You can also look up if these particular salt box and warehouse space is not in your city, you can always just search 3PL. That is called third party logistics. So find a 3PL company that will house your inventory and also ship. That's if you have your inventory. If your manufacturer is shipping direct, great. Hallelujah. That's great. But if you have to, for some reason, order in bulk and you want to take the packing and the shipping off your hands, these are particular places that you can look to actually get hands-on help without having to have full-on hired teams that you have to do 1099s and all of the things that comes with hiring on people. So I had to share that. So Saltbox is one, warehouse space is another one. And there are more. You can always just search them in your particular city for 3PL facilities that will fulfill your orders for you. I think it's amazing. Especially with these particular places because they also have the co-working spaces and they have like the brunch rooms and things like that. So it really supports business owners holistically as a business owner with an office and the warehouse space and all of the things. So for product-based businesses, I think it's absolutely phenomenal. So for your particular city, search it up. You'll find what is in your city. Now, let's move on to the 4 weeks. So week one, we're going to choose the primary method. So assess your own business. I shared a lot. It might have been a little bit out of order. I apologize. But yeah, assess your business and see what can you implement into your business. Perhaps your particular product webinars would be a great option for your particular product. You know, perhaps affiliate marketing may be great for your particular product, or perhaps you want to use webinars to share the affiliate marketing opportunity for your business. Either way, assess your business and choose what you're going to do. What is your plan to create some kind of system that will feed your business, feed it in the marketing and in the sales? So that's week 1. You're going to choose your method. Week 2 to 3, you're going to create your content. So now if you're going to do a webinar, you're going to outline your first teaching session. Okay. If you're going the affiliate marketing way, week 2 and 3, you're going to create your affiliate marketing package, and you're going to reach out to 5 potential partners. Now, with these partners, you can have them on one call, and you can just share a pitch with them, or you can talk to them individually and sign them up. For affiliate marketing in Shopify, highly recommend to use Go Off Pro. So that is GOAFFPRO. That is the same one that I use at 3 Honeybees for affiliate partners. So super easy to use. It provides the referral links. It provides the discount codes, everything that you would need for your online shop for others to get paid when they refer your product to people. So highly recommend to use Go Off Pro for that. Collaborations, if you're going the collaborations route, perhaps you want to partner with another brand that has comparable products to your product. You want to do collaborations with them. This week, 2 and 3, you're going to list out those 10 potential brand partners, and you're going to draft outreach messages. Okay. So you're going to reach out to 10 potential brand partners. You're going to make sure that they are strategically aligned. They are complementary to whatever it is that you are selling. You share the same mission, the same vision, and you're serving the same people. So those are things that you want to keep in mind when it comes to collaborations, brand collaborations. And then on week 4, you're going to launch. So you're going to make the call. You're going to send the email. You're going to pitch the package. You're going to teach the class. Okay. Week 4, you're going to launch, and you're going to test, and you're going to measure your results. You're going to take action, and you'll be surprised. You will be absolutely surprised how impactful just taking one higher action can be for your business versus doing the very um quick things like just doing a quick post, or actually taking the time to get with the people and let it marinate. Just create that atmosphere and that connection and that engagement around whatever it is that your product and service is. It will be so much more impactful where you can do that once a week, and it will be better results than if you had 100 posts. You know what I mean? Because for some of us, with this whole content creation wave, some of us may not feel as comfortable, but perhaps connecting with the people, letting them see how you are, even if it's just a messy action. Perfection comes over time, but there is no progress without action. So launch it, do the thing, make the call, reach out to the people, send the emails, teach the lesson. Choose what you're going to do, and you're going to do it at week 4. So I don't want to see you make any of these common mistakes anymore, which is one of the things. We're going to just stop trying to do everything at one time. We're going to pick one thing, and we're going to actually stick through it and measure the results. We're going to launch and measure. 2, we're going to stop selling and start serving, doing more serving, really providing, sharing wealth of knowledge, the wealth of knowledge that you have. People are attracted to people who are authentic and who are, just really, you can tell somebody who's serving versus selling. Pardon me. Pardon me. Okay. So the serving, we're going to serve. So that's what these reaching out, when you're reaching out to your potential affiliates, brand collaborators, micro influencers, industry professionals, your approach is really serving. Your approach is how you're adding value to them, and so just having that perspective change and engagement change can do so much when it comes to actually closing sales. Um, Having a higher sales close rate is a foundation of just being authentic. Even when you're stumbling over your words, even when it's messy action, people still want to work with you because it's true, it's authentic. And in this world of entrepreneurship, sometimes it's hard to come by. So, mistake number three is not following up. So, once you launch, you're going to follow up. You're going to follow up with those who missed the call. You're going to follow up with those who said that they were interested and that they were going to get back to you and they didn't get back to you. You're going to follow up with them. You're going to follow up. 80% of sales happen after the fifth follow up. So most people give up after the first no, and that is why you don't grow. The currency is in the follow-up. You got to follow up. So mistake number four is weak call to action. So make sure that whatever your offer is, know who you're talking to, who you're serving, and having that call to action that's in alignment for that particular person. So if you know that you're on a call and you're looking to recruit more affiliate marketers, make sure that your offer is juicy for an potential affiliate partner. Make sure it's juicy for a brand collaborator. Make that call to action juicy. Why do they want to take action? What is this doing for them? You know, these are the things that I'm sharing. While you have your physical product, it could be anything, phone cases, pencils, pens, journals, that's fine. But it's really what's behind the product. It's the world that drives the product. So it's the reaching out and the networking and the collaborations that's really driving the particular product. So that's why I'm going so heavy on the collaboration part and galvanizing the people part to help push your business, because I believe personally, like I said, collaboration is the new currency, and this is not an age where we should be trying to do business by ourselves no more. And I know that a lot of new business owners find themselves in that trap of just pushing their products and their businesses on their own. And that is not the way that I believe many are going to find true success. Is in the collaboration. So your next steps, action number one, pick your method, choose the method that resonates most with your current situation. Action number two, you're going to create a 30-day plan, write down specific steps you'll take in the next 30 days to implement your chosen method. Action number three, find your first partner, whether it's an affiliate, collaboration partner, or a network marketing opportunity. Make your first connection this week, okay? So don't let another month go by wondering where your next sale will come from. Go ahead and do the thing to get to the sale. So I hope that this was super helpful. I cannot see if there are anyone in the room. Let me see. Or if there's any questions or comments. You are good to go. Okay. Well, peace and blessings. I hope that this was helpful. And until next time, peace and blessings. Make sure you connect with me on social media at Lillian Mintea.